Hello everyone, welcome back to Business Discourse Analysis. Do you know how many times a day that we persuade someone? Asking mom for money, asking your friend to do something, persuading someone to go have dinner with you. When you watch advertisements, every single minute in there means a lot. Persuasion is the skill. Everyone can learn and then be better at that. This skill is one thing that I always wanted to learn when I was younger. อาจารย์ถ้าได้เรียนสมัยเด็กๆเงี้ยหรือว่าสมัยแบบตั้งแต่ high school or in the elementary school, it would save my life from many occasions. Before we start on how to make a good persuasion, let's just go back to the 2300 years ago. I think everyone knows this guy, Aristotle คนดังของเรานะคะ So Aristotle, the philosopher, คนที่ฮอตฮิตมากๆดังมากๆได้ยินชื่อมานานและคาดหวังว่า we should have met once in lifetime แต่ว่าเกิดไม่ทัน Aristotle นะคะ but his theory still exists. Aristotle purposed one thing, one framework of the speech. เขาบอกว่าเวลาที่เราต้องการ achieve something, when we would like to get something done, we use language as a weapon. อาวุธที่ดีอย่างหนึ่งดังนั้น when you learn language just mean you learn about power as well and more in terms of persuasion คุณลุงอริสโตเติลได้ provide the theory which is called rhetoric one of the easiest way to explain the rhetoric ของคุณลุงอริสโตเติลว่า rhetoric is a useful ways to get people from no to yes เป็นการใช้เวทมนต์อย่างหนึ่ง we were born with magicนะเราเกิดมาพร้อมกับพลังบางอย่าง which is different from other kind of animal right because we have language มาเริ่มน่าสนใจแล้ว so it is good to know that you are right เราดีใจเสมอแหละเวลาเรารู้ว่าเฮ้ยเราถูกความคิดเราใช่ but it's better to convince others to also know that you're right and be a person who can do better persuasion เคยไหมเวลาที่ you want to persuade someone to stop using plastic bags and then you reach them you approach them but then you fail it would be better if you know like what skills that you can use to persuade others with the right information อาจารย์ขอเรียก highlight คำว่า right information if you provide fake information and then you're trying to persuade someone so that doesn't count as rhetoric it is counted as นักต้มตุนนะคะ so Aristotle has analyzed อาจารย์ไม่อยากจะใช้คำว่าคิดค้นขึ้นมาเพราะว่าพวกสกิลพวกนี้มันมีอยู่แล้วในโลก but I would say Aristotle has analyzed the way of people and summarized it into three forces so ขออนุญาตไฮไลท์ตรงนี้ไว้นะคะว่า there are three forces to get people from no to yes those three ways we call it ethos logos and pathos let's start with the first one ethos is about credibility when you want to persuade someone to think in the same way or to do the thing that you wanted the first force Aristotle has provided in his rhetoric way of persuasion ethos it is about your or the speaker's credibility เป็นการที่บอกว่าทำไมเขาต้องเชื่อเราเป็นใคร when you would like to persuade someone always find the link between you and the information For example, I am the single woman. I haven't married yet. I had no kids at all at home. And then one day, I go out on the stage and then I talk to everyone. Hello, all the women right here. You should sing a lullaby to your kids every night before they go to bed. อาจารย์เดินออกไปเลยนะท่ามกลางหญิงสาวทั้งหลาย Do you think that they will believe me? Do you think that I can persuade them to do so? Who am I?A teacher of language, a teacher of discourse analysis. I have nothing to do with the kids. I have nothing to do with the lullaby. I'm not credible, so they don't believe me. I'm not persuading anyone with my credibility. On the other hand, I am a mother. I have 3 wonderful kids and they are very clever and they're successful in life. So I came out on the stage again as a mom, as a successful mom, having raised the successful kids for 15 years. I would like to ask you guys, sing a lullaby to your kids every night before they go to bed. Do you see differences between the relationship between me as a speaker and the information? Which one is more persuasive? The second one, right? Because I have an experience. They know who am I. They know that I might be very expert in that. So they will trust me because I have some good relationship between me and the information. Another example that is very clear everyone knows Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs was invited to the ceremony and then give the speech to those who failed an exam ให้กำลังใจคนที่สอบตก Steve Jobs started his speech by saying that
I, Steve Jobs, who didn't graduate from college, I would like to guarantee that grade is not everything.
By saying that, you will feel like, oh my god, I trust him. I know that we don't need to graduate ก็ได้ With this kind of information, you know that Steve Jobs didn't graduate and then he is successful. Ethos is about giving the credibility of you เป็นการที่บอกว่าเราเป็นใคร and why do they have to trust you ทำไมเขาต้องเชื่อทำไมเขาต้องทำตามด้วยAnother example that is very clear as well, COVID-19. There are many news online telling you how to wash the hands. มาสอนล้างมือเยอะมาก And for example, if I'm the one coming out and teach you, this is how we wash the hand. I'm doing exactly the same thing as what the book said. So I start teaching you how to wash the hands. Comparing to the doctor, I am the doctor. I am now teaching you how to wash the hand correctly. So, do you think that you would trust me or trust the doctor more? Definitely. Even though I'm a teacher and then I gain some trust from you อยู่แล้วนิดหน่อยใช่ไหมแต่ว่า bacteria and washing hands and the virus pandemic พวกเนี้ย is more relating to the doctor. Now we are at the second force to drive people from no to yes เมื่อกี้เราไปในเรื่องของ credibility เกี่ยวกับตัวคนพูดแล้ว Now we're talking about something very logic สิ่งที่เป็น logic มากๆ which is called logos logos is like a very nerdy way จะเรียกว่าเป็นความ nerdy แต่ว่า it works it's about the information itself logos mean you provide logical ideas to the listener so when they think they're trying to analyze your information and they can find okay this makes sense and this is logic so they trust you if I would like to persuade you guys ตอนนี้เป็นเรื่องที่ถกเถียงกันมากabout online teaching and like somebody may feel like อาจารย์ I cannot focus on online content at all and I cannot study online I think I will drop out or I will resign from the school อันนี้เป็นโจทย์ของอาจารย์แล้วมีคนมาบอกว่าหนูจะลาออกอาจารย์หนูเจอโควิดแล้วหนูเรียนออนไลน์ไม่ไหว Start from the ethos first ลองเอา credibility ของความเป็นอาจารย์มาก่อน Having been students as you guys for 15 years I know that you are in the very tough situation credibility ว่าเราก็เคยเป็นนักเรียนเหมือนกันเราต้องเข้าใจหัวอกของเธอแน่นอน And right now I would like to move to logos กันบ้างลองใช้ logic กับนักศึกษาบ้าง Alright listen if you dropped out at this time when do you think that you can have a chance to come back to the face-to-face class again do you know that the COVID-19 won't stop soon look at this chart So this is a chart of the increasing number of people get infected from COVID-19. It won't stop soon. Also, do you see this one? Like every university around the world is now changed to be an online platform. So if you stop the school right now, you won't go anywhere and then get the face-to-face situation to study.So you cannot escape from this หนีไม่ได้เป็นการที่จัน provide fact and with the statistic with the truth you will feel like oh my god if I stop at this time it doesn't mean that I can change the way of learning it means that I pause myself and then probably I need to come back and do an online class again in the future ที่สองที่เราใช้ได้ก็คือ logos ใช้ความจริงมาพูดกัน Alright so we just talked about ethos and logos alreadyอริสโตเติลได้ทิ้งไม้สุดท้ายไว้ถือว่าเป็นเทคนิคที่สำคัญ when you want to persuade someone and this one we call it pathos pathos is like the way that you're trying to get into somebody's feeling you're trying to persuade someone by making them feel something ตัวอย่างเช่นone person in my classroom is lost so the person never come to class and then one day I need to persuade that person or that student to come and learn and pay more attention to the education ก็ได้ for example I can go and talk to that person let's just name him Billy ให้ชื่อ Billy ไปก่อนแล้วกันนะคะ Your mom is probably crying at home right now if she knows that you don't pay attention at all for the education that she worked very hard and then paid for you ตอนนี้บิลลี่อาจจะรู้สึกเศร้าและรู้สึกกดดันมากแล้ว This is the way of pathos ทำให้คนรู้สึกอะไรบางอย่าง Another way that we can see very often on the internet right now stay home campaign เคยเห็นไหม Right now I can see this strategy of Aristotle a lot that people come out with the picture of the doctors and nurses in the hospital that they are working very hard and then they didn't have a chance to go back home and they have many people waiting for them at home but they are so sacrificed so they are at the hospital instead of just trying to tell people directly that you stay home so you don't spread any virus at all but we're trying to play with the feeling instead สงสาร you should feel more empathy for them. Another example that is very clear about pathos trying to persuade someone right now about the climate change, about using less plastic. Instead of giving information นู่นนี่นั่นนะ the animals pictures are provided พวกเต่าตายน้องพยูนที่ตายไปอย่างเงี้ย so those are the pictures that play with the feeling of people so they know like by stop using plastic you can save those animals life one of the notable quote that we see very often in terms of political อันนี้ถือว่าเป็นเพื่อการศึกษาไม่เราจะไม่ discuss เรื่อง opinion กัน opinion ใคร opinion มาแล้วกัน I think this is very interesting there was once I guess like the hashtag on Twitter which is on fire โด่งดังมากผนงรจตก it stands for ผู้นำโง่เราจะตายกันหมด it talks about if you have bad leader we all will pass away in this hashtag it is used to talk about the government right now and trying to persuade people to come up and then try to criticize the government so the word ผู้นำโง่เราจะตายกันหมด oh in this phrase it plays with a fear ใช่ไหมเราจะตายกันหมด it is a very clear pathos it matters you need to take action and now we have talked about ethos, logos and pathos already it doesn't mean that you need to choose one strategy only sometimes these three strategies happens together ลองดูเคสนี้กันบ้างนะคะfor example อาจารย์ขออนุญาตใช้เคสของตัวเองละกัน as a lecturer if I found somebody cheated อาจารย์เจอนักศึกษาโกงข้อสอบในห้องสอบ I found the small note written like the answer and I would like that person to confess ตั้งชื่อกันดีกว่าให้ตั้งชื่อว่า Peter and I would like Peter to confess where did he get the note from ได้โน้ตนี้มาจากใครเป็นคนส่งโพยให้ Peter you think that Peter will just confess impossible right because he got some help from someone so by confessing it means that he betrayed the person so let's just try to use the weapon in our hand ลองดูอาวุธที่เรามีในมือนะคะจากคุณ Aristotle let's just try to use ethos, logos and pathos together. I would like to start with ethos first อาจารย์ใช้มายาของความเป็น credibility ก่อน Hey Peter, do you know how many times I caught students cheating? Many times. You know, none of them get fired from the school. So this one, I'm providing the credibility that I have been in this situation for many times and I'm used to it นี่อาจารย์บอกว่าอาจารย์เจอบ่อยแล้ว Peter นี่ไม่ใช่เรื่องใหม่สำหรับเราแล้วก็ Peter ไม่ต้องห่วงไม่มีใครที่เคยโดนไล่ออกเลย provide the credibility so that it means that I can manage this thing Peter you don't have to be scared right now I'm going to use logos บ้าง Peter do you know the punishment of those who cheats they will have to be fired from the school for sure and they will automatically get F in every subject from this semester but you know if you confess this time get fired from the school so you still have chance to study provide information provide ว่าเขาต้องเจอกับอะไรและถ้าเขาร่วมมือกับเราเขาจะได้อะไร I'm moving to the pathos มาเล่นกับความรู้สึกกันมากดีกว่า let's just trying to persuade him with sympathy and empathy บ้างนะคะ Peter you know that you have your family waiting from home so getting fired from the school is not fun at all. I know people make mistakes in life sometimes. This is a chance that you can make it right. แต่ว่าปีเตอร์ก็มีโอกาสที่จะแก้ไขได้ปีเตอร์มีครอบครัวอยู่ที่บ้านใช่เปล่ามีพ่อแม่รออยู่ใช่ไหม so this time you try to make the person feel something. You think at this time Peter จะยอมรับสารภาพยัง probably right or as a business student ถ้าเราเป็นนักศึกษาที่เรียนสาย business เนี่ย in the future you probably want to sell something or you probably to write the resume letter in the meeting or when you would like to do the presentation. Everything in life is relating to the persuasive modes or the persuasion. So I hope everyone trying to use that one, trying to manage the power in your hand. But one thing that you need to be noted is that when I say that language is a power, you are the one choosing ว่าเราจะทำให้มันดีหรือว่าจะทำให้มันร้าย so I would like everyone take the right side and then use it wisely. If you have any questions, drop it at the comment or feel free to chat me. See you next episode. Thank you very much.